This is a textbook clean hit. Whether you like it or not, this is exactly how you deliver a hit in hockey. You see, fans love clean hits, but what they don't love is when a player has to drop the mitts because they laid a clean hit. In fact, all the hits from this game were actually clean, but everyone was still pissed off about one thing, and that was the fact that after every single hit, there was a fight that broke out. So why the hell does there have to be a fight after every big hit? Well, I got a little curious about how often this happens exactly, so I decided to look up the biggest hits from just last month. And of course, the one thing I noticed was that there was a fight or a scrum after almost every clean hit. Now, there are two sides to this argument. The first is that players want to blindly defend their teammate and show that no matter what the situation is, they have their back. So whether or not the hit is clean, teammates will automatically jump in because they likely didn't see the hit happen in real time for them to decipher if it was dirty or clean. You can probably imagine the optics if someone gets clipped with a dirty hit and no one steps up and does anything. We've seen countless examples this season where a star player gets clipped, the team doesn't respond right away, and then they're criticized for their lack of response. From that perspective, I can understand fighting after a big hit, even if it is clean. However, most fans absolutely hate it because when a player lays a clean hit and no one is hurt on the play, the game should just continue as usual. The player got caught, he paid the price, you then take a number and move on. That's how it should work, except it doesn't really work that way at all. The truth about this situation is that it's a regular season issue. In the playoffs, not only does hitting happen way more often, but the fight after a clean hit actually goes away. And that's because teams don't want to take a penalty on a clean play for the purpose of sending a message. Instead, you take a number and respond with a clean hit of your own to try and get the momentum back. In game 50-something of the regular season, however, teams don't mind jumping in and taking an extra penalty to send that message. As soon as the consequences of doing so could potentially determine your fate in the playoffs, this issue starts to go away. So what do you think about the topic in general? Do you hate players doing this? Do you like players stepping up? Let me know in the comments down below. And before we end the video, I want to thank our sponsor, Hockey Helps the Homeless. Hockey Helps the Homeless is a fantastic organization that leverages Canada's affinity for hockey to raise awareness and financial support for the homeless. They have multiple tournaments coming up this year with some former hockey legends attending. So if you want to learn how to participate or get involved, I'll leave those links in the description. As always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, click on any of the links right here.